The focus of the research is the organization of ancient cities, and it's specifically the organization of a specific ancient city, the site of Kurd Qaburstan during the Middle Bronze Age. We are studying this ancient city to learn certain things about them. First, to what degree did they plan their environment, or was it just the result of an organic process? We also want to know how social inequality worked in this ancient city. Were there very poor people and very rich people, or was there possibly a middle class at the ancient city of Kurd Qaburstan? These are the sorts of questions that we are attempting to answer with our fieldwork. We are working in two primary areas. At least in the last year, we were working in two primary areas. The first one is a residential area of the city. We are calling it the Northwest neighborhoods because it is a tangled area of little houses and streets to the northwest of the high mound at the site. And there we identified an area that in the geophysical survey, a kind of survey called magnetometry, which allows us to peer through the ground and see architectural plans before excavating. We were able to see the outlines of what appears to be a city block. So we could see all of the little tangled structures within. We could see a road to the north, a road to the south, and east and west. And I decided that this would be a really interesting place to investigate what it was like to be an everyday person at a city during the Middle Bronze Age, which has been an understudied topic. People like to excavate palaces and temples, and very few residential areas have been excavated. But this is a very obviously interesting topic, and also helps us understand what it was like to live there in the past. These are cross-sections of excavation units for the most part. So when we excavate down, a sort of wall is created in the earth, and we use these cross-sections to understand ancient stratigraphy. So we study them to understand superimposition, to understand what comes first, and also identify intrusive features like pits or burials, that sort of thing. Well, I think there are some really cool things that we found that people could be quite interested in. One of the things that we found was an ancient game board, which, when people think about the past, one form of intangible heritage are games and fun and amusements that people used to have. In 2022, we found a similar game board essentially stuffed into a pithos in the palace. And this year, we found yet another game board stuffed into a pithos in the palace. This particular game is known as the Game of 20 Squares. We know it from other contexts all over the ancient Near East, including Egypt. So we were fortunate enough to have been supported by the National Science Foundation with a large grant to support several seasons of work. So we went out to the field in 2024, and we intend to go out to the field again in 2025.